Exactly 1 year ago, on March 31st, 2020, I started this YouTube channel, and I remember my first video. Hey guys, what's up? It's Max here, and today I'm going to be showing you 3 ways not to crease your Air Force Ones. So putting them in is very simple. All you do is, just put it in your shoe. It was right about here in this exact location. I can pretty much clearly remember it. I was sitting here, my first video, if you don't already know, it was about how not to crease your Air Force One sneakers. Now my channel has shifted a little bit. I was filming on this phone here, the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. I remember I had nowhere to put the camera, so I would put it on like a box on my desk somewhere. I had a towel on the ground because I didn't want the Air Force Ones to obviously get the dirt on the carpet. Ever since then, I have not actually used those sneakers. I've only used it once to show my sneaker collection. That was back in October. Other than that, I can still remember that really, really clearly. And to this day, that video is sort of nostalgic to me and actually shows how much I've improved my video making skills. I definitely think that I've upgraded my gear a lot more and that I'm more confident on camera and I can speak better. My edits are a lot better in Final Cut Pro now instead of iMovie. That first video really went to show where I started off with, and it's something I always like to look back on. But anyway, what this video is about, it's about 5 things I've learned from 1 year on YouTube. Without further ado, let's get into it. I did also want to say that I did have an enlisted channel before that I posted on. It's actually my Rubik's Cube channel right now. It's called MC Stuff. I was posting on there for like 5 years prior. I was already used to making videos, but now I think I doubled down, especially this year, especially since I have a lot more time. I found something that I'm really passionate about. And that's the good thing about this time, but it's also sad to see all the lives lost during this time. And yeah, I'm really lucky to be here and also get something that is good out of this pandemic. That's just a prerequisite, something that you should know before going into this. Let's get on to the first thing that I've learned about 1 year on YouTube. Let's go. Alright, so before I get into the first thing, I just wanted to say that one thing that really spices up my videos that I learned over the years is to switch up environments. Like right now, I'm outside. To get the viewer a little bit more engaged will definitely help out a lot. I just got back from a run, 2 miles, 7:14 pace, pretty solid for me. Other than that, the first thing that I learned is that poor planning leads to poor performance. To switch that around, better planning leads to better performance. I plan my videos in an application called Notion, which you've probably seen, probably heard of. I use it quite a bit. I would have actually filmed this video earlier if I planned it better, but I decided not to because I didn't have a plan. That is the first thing. Poor planning will lead to poor performance, but right now I think I got some pretty good planning here, so it leads to good performance. Yeah, I think I better get back inside now. My face, it was like dripping sweat before. I'll see you inside. Peace. Alright, so we're back in my room now, and the second thing is that I learned to not put so much pressure on myself to post a new video. So that's something that I think is really important and that everybody should know, because even though you may not get out a video every single week, that's what happened to me. I was getting out videos consistently every single week. Then I broke that streak, I believe 2 or 3 times. I get this like feel of regret inside of me, something that I could be like, oh, I should fix, and that I am letting down my audience. Well, in reality, you should do things for you, not for anybody else. Because this is your YouTube channel, you have control over it. Don't let anybody dictate what you do. You're yourself. That sort of leads on to the third thing as well. So I'll sort of combine this because it's not about the subscribers, it's about you making the video. And especially with that, life gets busy. I'm a high school student right now. If you're working a job right now, if you have other obligations in your life, obviously do those first, and then YouTube comes second. YouTube is just a hobby for me. That's what I learned, not to take it too seriously. Don't put so much pressure on myself, and also to not let other people dictate what I do. All right, now on to the fourth thing that I learned. And the fourth thing is to have value over aesthetics. If you sort of get what I mean, that you want to bring value to your viewers, you want them to leave the video and say,
oh, I learned something from this video.
And not just, oh, maybe this video was like cool to look at, all the edits were cool. People are clicking on your video, they're spending some of their personal time to check out your content, and you want to make it worthwhile. There's 2 things that I think that make a video: if it's either entertaining or if it is educating somebody. How to use the quadratic formula, for example, or just talking about something that is important, something that you have recently discovered, why subscriber count doesn't matter. That was something that I think that you guys could get value from. You want to have good quality content, something somebody can take away, rather than like high quality content like an 8K cinema camera with Adobe Premiere Pro and all that, whatever. So it's not necessary for creating content content on YouTube. All you need is just yourself, your personality. You can share your thoughts on YouTube, and it doesn't have to be the highest end thing. Of course, you can make incremental upgrades over time. That's something that I've done over the past, and I'm very fortunate to be able to upgrade my gear and all the things that I'm used to film my videos. Now is number 5. Okay, let's get to number 5. Number 5 is that sometimes I feel like I need to film every single thing. This doesn't actually cater to YouTube specifically, but if you like to take a lot of pictures or record a lot of videos, that's something that I find that I fall into a trap a lot of the time. Basically filming everything you see, the nice clouds in the sky, filming a nice animal or taking a picture of it, and that will fill up a lot of storage on your computer or your phone. If you want to clear up some storage, you know, I got a video on that. Check it in the link in the description down below. Other than that, what I learned is to enjoy the moment. I created all of these time lapses in the past. I'm not doing it as frequently now because it's the experiences that you remember and that you have in your brain, encapsulated in your brain, that will actually have a long-lasting impact rather than the videos and the photos on your computer or your phone. They will all disappear one day, and it's those memories that count. All right, now to the bonus tip. That's something that I want to go over real quick, so let's get into it. Okay, and finally, the bonus tip that I promised that I learned from YouTube is to just have fun with it. YouTube is something that shouldn't be taken too seriously, especially, you know, creating videos. It's something that I would consider fun, something that I do to relax, something that I do to take my mind off of the things that are currently stressing me out in my normal day-to-day life. I have no idea where to position this light right here. It's really essential that you remember your why. Why exactly did you create YouTube videos? I think I have it in my journal real quick. I have a daily journal where I journal every single night. I wrote down my whys and why I create videos. Maxwell 2020 and 2021. Let's see. Yes, March 16th of 2021. What I did to find out my why is I asked myself why 5 times. Let's start with a simple prompt. Why do you make videos? And I said, I love expressing my creativity. And then I asked myself why again. Why do I like expressing my creativity? I said, I want to impact others. And after that, I asked why again. I want to show that an average person like me, average kid, average high schooler, can create something with time and dedication. So I think my why is sort of off a bit because it is catering towards another person, but the premise of it is that I want to just create something that I can look back on and see how I've grown as a person as a whole. I just want to see progress. I think that is my why. I want to see progress because I have a growth mindset. That's really important to have a growth mindset because I want to constantly be growing and improving myself as a whole. And that is the final thing, having fun creating videos. So that is it. That's all my tips. Well, I keep saying tips. That is all the things that I learned from being on YouTube for 1 year. Hope you did enjoy this video. That is all I had for this one. Hope you did get value from this video. Thanks so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. As I always say, catch you guys in the next video. Peace. Yeah. Okay, we're done. Wrapping it up. Yeah.